Let's go sailing. You ready? When you do something 1,000 times, yet you try to do it again and for some reason it just doesn't work. Am I the only one that happens to? Look what happened!
Get it?
No.
It'll be all right.
I just want it to stay.
We've enjoyed this anchorage here in the south end of Bahia Conception. Hung out with our friends on Naniola. But the wind's finally picked up a little bit from the south and we are headed north. We're not going very far today, but we are going to push back up to the top, the north end of Bahia Conception. We are going to get our mainsail raised and sail off our anchor and get going.
Let's go so we don't miss the wind. Let's go!
So what happens is I'm pulling in the windlass as Jessica is tacking the boat up to it. And the minute she starts her tack, the chain slacks and I can pull some in. The minute the mainsail fills with wind, she initiates her tack. And again, the chain will get slack again as we're slowly moving forward and I pull in some chain. It's a pretty easy process. The hardest part is to leave it on the tack you want to, and for that we get really close to vertical on our anchor, and then I just wait for the wind or the boat to dance on its anchor and get on the right tack, and then we hurry and yank up the last, 20 feet or how, depending on how deep the water is. Really simple. We've done it in 33 knots, same technique, it's just faster.
Hoping to leave here on a starboard tack, so the wind coming at our starboard. Now I'm on a port tack. We're moving towards our anchor at about a half a knot. The winds are real light today.
Since our engine, we had those engine problems earlier in our sailing, we decided to stay up on these skills. You never know when that diesel's not going to fire up.
Takes patience, lots of patience. Sometimes it's so easy to just start the motor and take off. But this is kind of fun, just to work with the wind. You can always see that I'm not quite patient enough and I want to go a little too soon, so I have to always wait.
You got ready, babe?
Yeah, I'm headed all the way starboard. Do you want me to stop and go straight? Sam.
If you can keep it on this tack, still.
I can try.
You're free, Jess.
All right, I'll pick up speed. So Sam told me that the anchor is free. He's just securing that. I'm gonna stay on this line, on out. We left on a starboard tack, so the wind's gently coming to our starboard side, which is perfect. We just need to go that a ways. I'm currently traveling at almost a knot. Glass is half full.
We're slowly drifting, and now all you gotta do is unfurl your head sail and hopefully gain some speed, get some steerage. It should not be a stressful thing. It should be pretty in control. Obviously practice, somewhere safe to where, if something does go wrong, you have time to re-anchor or fire your engine, not gonna run into land or into the boat or anything. That's that. A little bit of trimming of the sails. We're out of here. We're now making 3.5 knots. Our head sail drives our boat, so without that, we don't really go that far or that fast, which is kind of nice. It means when we sail off our anchor and remain alone, we're really not moving that quick. We have time to do what we need to do. What a beautiful day. Good job, babe. One of the benefits of sailing off your anchor is you don't have to listen to that diesel engine run. It doesn't heat the boat up, you know, it's really, really nice and peaceful.
And it doesn't stink, most importantly.
It is really, really exciting learning new ways to sail. This has been fun. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Something's wrong. Hold on. Our wind shifted on us, collapsed the spinnaker, and then it just picked up. We didn't quite know what to do for a minute, but I think we're under control again. We're back to doing 5.5 knots. I think we're okay. We're gonna fly it a little bit longer. Made a few tweaks to our trimming. I think we've improved the sailing performance of our spinnaker. We are flying or feeling less. We are going more where we want to be. It's a little nerve-wracking, big, powerful sail up there like that, and I mean, you don't really know what you're doing yet, but we gotta learn. This is how you learn, right? Somewhere safe, somewhere calm, somewhere around people that can help you. We do have a plan to douse it real quick if things go bad, even if I gotta blow the tack line. I mean, we'll do whatever we gotta do to keep the boat safe. So far, so good. It's exciting, guys. It's exciting.
I think that's all I do when I'm excited. Okay, let her out.
Doing good. Watch the line. Okay, come up and help me.
We're behind the island, shadowed the wind. We have none. Come on, no hands. Drifting in. Almost there.
The engine is running, but we are determined to get in here under sail power and just use the diesel to set the anchor. We're almost there, guys. Such great practice for us.
I want to be over just a little bit more so I can make my turn. I'm not going to make my turn. How can I do this? Okay.
Anchor's down. We're just gonna back up on this thing and get it set and figure out what to do the rest of the day. So when we sail onto our anchor and we don't use the diesel engine to set our anchor at all, we just slowly drift back with the wind, letting out a little more chain until we get to the scope we want. It takes quite a bit of time. I mean, it could be 20 minutes for it to let out enough to where we can do it. And then it doesn't really like bury in, but my theory is with enough scope, when the wind starts slowly building, the anchor will set, especially if it's a good anchor. Under engine power, what we do is once the anchor is set and I get, you know, we dropped about 20 feet, I run about 75 feet of chain in a nice straight line as just because as the boat's drifting backwards. So I don't pile chain on the anchor. And then we leave the boat in idle and in reverse. And so there's tension on the chain. And then I tidy up the boat a little bit, you know, a few minutes. It takes me a minute to tie the snubbers on. I tie 2 snubbers. I use what's called a camel hitch. So it takes me a minute, you know, it probably takes me 5 minutes to get them tied. And the whole time I'm doing this, I'm in no big hurry because in my mind, I don't know if it's true or not. I haven't actually tested the theory or got evidence of this, but in my mind, we're slowly digging that anchor in. The boat's in reverse. It's got tension on the chain. I feel like it's just slowly digging the anchor in a little bit and getting ready to set. And then once I get my snubbers tied on, I let out some more chain, you know, another 20, 25 feet, because that's about how long the snubbers are. And we again drift back onto them. The boat's still in reverse this whole time at idle. That gets tight. I make sure the snubbers are tight and the chain is loose so we're not pulling on our windlass. And then we come back here, we kind of make sure we're feeling like we're in an okay spot. Jessica usually revs the engine up to 1500 RPM. And we take a little look, you know, we look and make sure we're not moving. We do that for like 30, 40 seconds, maybe a minute sometimes. And then we rev it up to 2000 RPM. And we sit here and watch again. We do that for about a minute as well. And the 2000 RPM, we know actually buries the rock net anchor in the sand because we dove it at that RPM. And we know the anchor is pretty well set if it's sandy. Now, I don't know about other types of terrain or rocky or, you know, I really don't know, but I do know we've dove it in sand and it is set clear to the top of the roll bar at that RPM for our boat. Every boat I'm sure is different. Anyways, that's how we anchor. I don't know if it's 100% right. I'm not, you know, preaching, telling someone how to do it. That's not how we are. That's just how we do it, and it has held very well for us. We have drug one time in the 2 years, and the wind shifted 180 degrees, and we got really lazy, and we didn't really back down on the anchor. Our engine was running. We just kind of half-assed it because we were only going to be there tonight. There wasn't supposed to be any wind. But, you know, the wind picked up. And we drug, I don't know, 100 feet or so maybe, until the anchor turned around and reset and dug itself back into the seabed. So now, we just back down on it, especially if we're expecting some winds. All right, that's about that. That's how we anchor. Now we're just gonna tidy the boat up, put the sails away, and I don't know what we're doing the rest of the day, but would you pick a side? Dang it, I'm trying to film you.
I'm sorry.
Keep bouncing back and forth.
Excuse me, but I'm trying to clean out. I am tired. Why? This is not supposed to be this hard.
While we're tidying up, we're making sure we're not moving, making sure we're happy where we are. You know, nice, calm, and relaxed. There shouldn't be any screaming, yelling. Should be pretty easy.
Heroic Mulahey, the Puebla of rich history. Just like a lot of the places in Baja, but this one is special. We found a taxi to drop us off at the Santa Rosalia de Mulahey Mission. It is quiet and peaceful, where we walk the grounds in the warm sunshine. Standing on top of the hill with a 360-degree view out over the palms, we have a place nearly to ourselves. That gives us time to leisurely walk around, tell stories, and reflect on the history our taxi driver gave us on the drive over. It's a holiday today, so we have our fingers crossed that we will find some lunch as we cross the footbridge over the river and head into town. There we find the quiet streets continue. There is an ongoing cleanup being done around every corner. The flooding from the last hurricane season left a really nasty mark. It's easy to forget struggles that isn't your own until you see it firsthand. But there is a resilience here that breaks through the difficult, painting the town in brilliant beauty. Year after year, storm after storm, they continue to welcome visitors. Thank you, amigos.
Going up this little river, this little estuary, mangrove little thing. We've already bumped the ground once, maybe twice. It smells like bird poop. It's really nasty. The water's murky.
Of course, we're going to see how far we can go.
We're done.
Yeah. Can you turn
I gotta
around?
figure out how to turn around. I'm gonna just turn.
There's rocks right there. You're gonna hit that. You're gonna hit that rock right there.
See it? I see it. Careful, careful. Careful. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, we made it. I think we made it. We had to turn around. We ran out of road.
That didn't take long.
And we were in shallow mode.
Still an impressive view. Just gorgeous.
I'm in reverse, but I'm still going forward. We're not gonna go anywhere. Oh man.
Don't have enough power. We have paddles, oars.
We're just stubborn.
Going the wrong way, man.
Hey,
Who's driving this thing?
you wanna drive?
Seriously.
Do you wanna drive this thing?
No, I want to row it out.
Don't kill me, Daddy-o. There we go. We're good now. It doesn't go backwards very good with it up like this.
Don't.
I feel like I'm being watched.
Oh, there they go.
And they're gone. Alright, how did we get through this disaster? Oh, there's a stingray. Like,
I might have got him.
it's the island?
The island.
I'm gonna boast at that point. Hang on.
The island's further away. They're not gonna save you.
Oh, romantic.
That's
Aww.
us, baby.
Aww.
20-something years, still going strong.
Awesome.
Let's go check out those huts.
Yeah, let's do.
That way. That away.
we're getting. Hopefully we have enough gas to make it back. If not, at least we have friends to tow us back, and we have paddles too, but it might be kind of an emergency situation. Emergency training situation.
We've got something like 5 or 6 miles or 5 miles or something to go to make it back, and we are running on fumes. Yeah, we are. We legit are running on fumes. There is not much fuel left in this tank. Let's see how this goes for us.
Well, we made it back without running out of gas, but I broke my hat and maybe my butt. Oh, some of those were hard.
That was a rough, wet, wild ride. Look at me, I am soaked. Look at my ass, look at this.
I don't think anybody can see your ass.
Oh man. It was nice and calm when we left on our little impromptu dinghy adventure. We weren't gonna go but a mile. Ended up going 5 or 6 or some stupid thing. And then the winds turned, picked up a little bit, we come back and we just bashed back up, man. Uncomfortable. Jarred our backs.
Maybe we need a sailing dinghy. What you laughing at?
Well, did our friends make it back? They
They're
had
coming.
a dog with them. They had to go a little bit slower, I think, when it got rough. It's a pretty old pup they have. But I think,
They're right here.
yeah, they're here. They're making it. All right. Oh my gosh. It's so wet. Let's see how much fuel we ended up with. I'm amazed. Like, I am totally amazed we made it back. There's a 1/4 inch of fuel left in that little 2.5 gallon tank or whatever this thing is.
That's plenty.
No, running on fumes.
Here comes our friends. Can you see them?
Whose brilliant idea was that dinghy ride? Seriously.
I think it was yours.
Was that mine? No, I would never say something. I would never do something so stupid. Well, that's not true. I do stupid stuff all the time.